Okay, now now that time we are discussing another topic, that is syphilis. Okay, we are discussing this topic. Now we are going to we make a video, that's why we are using some fast. Okay, I am doing more fast. Okay, so the syphilis is also a sexually transmitted disease. Sexually transmitted transmitted disease, same as in the gonorrhea. They also be transmitted from one person to another person by the sexual contact or by the sex organs also. Okay, so the now we studied the Treponema pallidum. This is the bacteria which causes the syphilis, and these are the subspecies, some subspecies also of the pallidus. Okay, they also causes the syphilis. Now it is the and okay, okay, the uh, Treponema pallidum is the cause of syphilis. It is a thin spiral organism, okay, with a cell body surrounded by a trilaminar cytoplasmic membrane. Okay, it is a spiral in shape. Okay, and surrounded by a trilaminar cytoplasmic cell body. Okay, and human are the only natural host, and organism cannot be cultured in vitro. So there is a term that is called in vitro. There are the two terms which we are used, that is in vitro and in vivo. Okay, so first you understand what is the in vivo and vitro. In vitro means we cannot be prepared this bacteria from outside of the body. Okay, suppose we are testing some test. Okay, we're taking a tissue from the body and doing some practicals, doing some test on the on these tissues outside of the body. And when we are giving something in the body, that is called in vivo. Okay, so there are the two terms, that is in vivo and sorry, in vitro and in vivo. That is outside from body, and that in vivo means inside of body. As we know about the in vivo fertilization, IVF. So we are using some fertilized ovum to implant in the uterus. Okay, and that is called in vivo, and we are taking some part of the body and to test and perform some test on these tissues, that is called in vitro. Okay, so we cannot be prepared these bacteria in vitro. Okay, we cannot culture it. So, and the causes is it acquired by sexual contact with infectious lessons. Infectious lessons are canker. You just type these words in the Google and select the images of this, and you can easily identify. These are the ulcerative lesions on the penis or near the vagina or near the labia, major labia, minor labia. Okay, so uh, canker, mucous patches, skin rashes on condyloma labitum. You just type these words in the Google, and you easily identify the images of this. Okay, now the another one is the non-sexual acquisition through close personal contact or infection with the utero, and blood transfusion, if we are blood transfuse the blood from infected person to the normal person. Okay, and or organ transplantation. In organ transplantation it is less common, it's not easily seen. Okay, so this is the less common. So now what is the clinical manifestation? If we are discussing the clinical manifestation, syphilis progress through three phases. They are divided into three phases with a distinct clinical manifestation. Okay, syphilis is divided into the three phases, that is primary, secondary, tertiary, and in the one more, another mode, that is in latent syphilis. Okay, so now the primary syphilis is a canker at the site of inoculation, that is canker may be present on the penis, rectum, anal canal, mouth, cervix, labia, there any point of this. So this is comes in the primary syphilis, and regional adenopathy can persist long after the cankered heal. And regional adenopathy persist means the this type of uh, but cankers is not healing, but there may be present, okay, after persist long after the canker heal, and there may be some racist type. You just write type the in Google that word, then you easily identify what is the meaning of, okay. So now the second one is the secondary syphilis. Secondary stage usually include mucocutaneous lesions and generalized non-tender lymphadenopathy. That is lesions and generalized non-tender. Non-tender means they are having no tenderness. Okay, and lymphadenopathy. Lymphadenopathy enlargement of the lymph nodes. Okay, skin lesions can be stubble but are often pale red. They may be healed, but may be pale red or pink or non-pruritus macule. Macule, there is a small hole type structures. Okay, macules, and distributed over the macule or hole type structure, or uh, some masses like on the body. Okay, some pimples type on the body. Okay, and distributed over the trunk and extremites, including palm and soles, and they may be spread from urogenital tract to the palm and to the sole. Okay, this is the secondary phase. Papule can be enlarged and produce high infection lesion. Papules means they are also some blisters type. Okay, and less common finding are these are less common, that is hepatitis, neuropathy, arthritis, or ocular findings like optic neuritis, anterior uritis, and itis. Okay, and the tertiary syphilis, it includes the neurosyphilis and cardiosyphilis. If the syphilis infection is goes in the brain, okay, and in the heart, that is then is called the tertiary phase. Okay, tertiary syphilis. Now what is the diagnosis of syphilis? We are diagnosing some serological test. There are some serological, that is non treponemal and treponemal test. These are two types. There is a non-treponemal and treponemal, and the which are non-treponemal, these are mainly upon the antibodies. If some person is getting infection, the body generate that type of the antibodies, and we are detecting the IgM and Ig. These are the antibody. And cardiolipin, lecithin, cholesterol, cardiolipin, lecithin, cholesterol antigen complex. This is a test. Okay, example, that is RPR, that is rapid plasma regain. Okay, and VDRL, that is a research lab. We also screening some serum antibodies. Okay, and the treponemal test, these are including agglutation assay, that is Serodin TPPA test, and FTA ABS test. This is fluorescent treponemal antibodies absorbed test. Okay, these are tests which are used in the diagnosis of syphilis. If the syphilis goes in the tertiary phase, then we are using the lumbar puncture and examine the CSF. If the lumbar puncture is doing for the neurological symptoms syphilis. Okay, and CSF are examined, demonstrated. If we are demonstrate the CSF, now we are finding the pilocytosis, and if that is if the WBC is greater than 5 in the microliter forms per microliter, that is called WBCs. This is the WBCs. If WBC is present in the CSF, then is greater than 5 WBCs per microliter, that may be chances of the CNS infections. Okay, and one note, that is, if a patient is going for the testing of syphilis, if the patient with the syphilis should be examined or evaluated for the HIV test. They should be, it is compulsory. If patient is having a syphilis, then they should be go for the HIV test also. Okay. And the treatment is for the primary syphilis, CSF not examined, penicillin G and tetracycline or doxycycline. Penicillin G, if the patient is having some reaction with the penicillin G, then we are using the tetracycline and doxycycline. Okay. Now we take a picture of the treatment of these two diseases, that is gonorrhea and syphilis, and send in your group. Okay. So we are completed the two disease. Okay, now we are completing our two disease, that is syphilis and gonorrhea. Okay guys,